one of the most common bits of feedback I get is that protests have no effect, right? It's like, why are we even doing this? There's a kind of understandable sort of pessimism or frustration of like, did protests in the first Trump administration matter? And so just to go to the 1960s, there's an active debate in the Black community around what kinds, should we go through the courts? Should we engage in nonviolent civil disobedience? Should we use more militant tactics? And there's a real skepticism about whether protest can be effective. What I find is, at the most micro level, I collected 250,000 headlines from newspapers, from 8 different newspapers around the country, and looked at if there was a nonviolent protest today, what was the likelihood of there being a front page headline? I just looked at front pages as a very hard test. Would there be a front page headline that mentioned civil rights or voting rights? And I found you could predict with a high degree of regularity that protest today predicted this headline about civil rights or voting rights, right? So the idea is that process of action on the ground is shaping headlines, and then the headlines shape the kind of what people are thinking about, is the kind of the core logic of what I observed in the 1960s, and that extends then to public opinion and voting.